Hello folks and welcome to an inkdependence.com brief video review and water drop test. Today, Toucan Aqua. And the last two I've got left, this one and turquoise, and we're done with Toucan. So hopefully I'll have that up for you tomorrow. Alright, this one is my other favorite from this set, I think. The last one was Umber, really like Umber. This one is at least as interesting. Look at all the interesting colors there showing up in here in this ink blotch. You've got all kinds of, I don't know, seaweedy and sea colors. So blues and greens and all kinds of cool stuff. Very neat ink. This review is totally positive. I have no problems with this ink. It does look a little bit light on this paper. On this Rhodia pad, of course, it's not going to sink in very much. But this is more saturated than lots of the other Toucan colors. You can see there, that's Aqua. This is 20-pound Staples copy paper, just regular old office stuff. Doesn't really bleed through. Let's see if I can flip this over easily. There we go. You can see some show through and maybe like a spot there, but and a spot here in the middle. But no big deal. No bleeding, no feathering, no spreading. You see a little bit of shading, especially if you look in the P of this PF900. PF900 is this pen right here. It's an interesting pen. It's 11. I really like this pen. It writes super well. The section is kind of small for me, but the color is cool. The only issue is you can see here on the section, it's kind of corroded. And this is actually the second section I've gotten. I sent them a letter and said, hey man, this section's corroding, and they sent me a new one. And this one's corroding too, so I think that might just be a thing. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I've got acidy hands, who knows. But anyway, this is a very, it's an unmarked nib. I don't know where they get it or what the size really is, but it is sort of a fine medium. So anyway, that's, I have MF nib up there. Medium fine, fine medium? I think it's like a medium-ish fine, really. Alright, so, as I say, I'm a big fan of this one. It's a very cool color. You can see it next to the next color coming out, Toucan Turquoise here. But also, I mean, you can compare it to the black and the red and the Lake Placid Blue down there. Lake Placid Blue, by the way, underrated color if you got a nice wet pen. That's a very cool ink. You can see the turquoise is much less saturated than the aqua. The aqua is just a very interesting color, and I got to thinking I didn't really have anything at all like it. It turns out I do have something like it, and that is, Toucan Aqua there on the left, of course, and then Diamine Soft Mint on the right, and it's pretty close. The aqua's got a good bit more green in it, I think. So if you're looking for one that's sort of like soft mint but doesn't have the weird diamine funk, if you ever had that like kind of, I don't know, fuzzy buildup around your nib and feet, it's not. It's just evaporated ink, but it kind of builds up and makes a funk. I've only had that with diamine inks and diamine. I'm not exactly sure how to say that name, but. This aqua doesn't have any of that issue. I say in the written review that this ink is very good when it comes to its flow, and it totally is. It doesn't have any stops or hard starts or weird funk, and sometimes I'll set that pen aside for a while. I've had these inks for a long time, and I'll set that pen aside for a while, and man, it'll just start right up every single time with that ink. So, try some of this Toucan Aqua. I definitely recommend it. If you don't like browns, you're not going to like the umber. Man, try out this weirdo blue-green. It's very cool. It's also very readable, which is important with some of these inks, because, man, if you're going to be writing notes with stuff, you want to be able to read it. And this one's definitely a readable ink, so that's good. All right, let's try out the water drop test. Here we go. Here comes some water. The one problem with these inks is they don't usually have any particular water resistance. And this one is not going to be any different. It's definitely going to be moving along. All right. Yeah, you can see the color swirling right out of there. So let's go ahead and mop this up a little bit. Here we go. Dab, dab, dab. Yeah, and even without moving it, you can see the green right there. No water resistance at all. Even just this little bit up here where it got some on the drop word there. Came right off. So this one, yeah, not water resistant. I don't remember if the diamine was water resistant. I actually don't remember if I was doing water tests a couple of years ago when I reviewed it. But do check out Toucan Aqua. Comes in a small sample vial like this, or you can get it in a 60 milliliter bag for, I want to say it's $10. This little sample is $1.25. So get the weirdo bag that Toucan sends. You can only find them at andersonpens.com. It says .net here, but either one will get you there. So do try this ink out. I like it quite a lot. All right, let's see. Now here is the chromatography for it. It's just now dry. I did this just a little bit ago. I will intersplice this video in with the this chromatography. So, as you can see, this has all kinds of color in it, but you get some of these greens down in here, and it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like a nice bright blue. This might actually just be sort of Toucan bright blue along with one of those greens that's in the set, but this is a very cool ink. It's mixable just like the rest of these Toucan inks, so it's got that going for it. So there you go. All right, this has been Toucan's Aqua. Again, there's the color swatch. If you like what's going on here, please go over to patreon.com/inkdependence and find out how you can help keep the blog going. Every dollar helps, and I really appreciate my patrons. So if that's one of you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right, folks. Peace out. See you later.